Are you someone who's constantly having some knots on their back, glutes, and hamstrings? I'm gonna explain that to you here on utilizing this anatomy poster on what knots are actually doing when being created or how they form. Because simply, our muscle fibers, like our hamstrings for example, they are not twisting like yarn. They're simply, as you can see, they're either in a lengthened or shortened position depending on how you look at it. This is an anatomy poster, so it's not going to be very pinpointable on like what's lengthened, what's overactive, what's tight. It's just simply showing you the anatomical position of what we actually look like. If you're someone who's having knots like in the shoulder region or the trap region, the upper back region, that simply is not going to be formed by a twisting. So we're going to have a knot-like fashion. But what it's simply doing is that when the muscle starts to shorten, everything starts to create like a little hill where you start to feel that pain in your upper trap. And you're like, I need to get that kink out. And when I'm going to go ahead and start stretching, I'll start foam rolling, I'll hit the Theragun with it. And simply we'll try to do that in these particular areas like our pecs and upper body to be able to reduce that. But now, once again, I'm showing you on this anatomy poster, it is not forming like a knot-like sensation. What it's simply doing is creating like a little hill. When the muscle starts to shorten, it's going to create that little hill for it's going to be like a ball like. So that's where you start to feel what is called trigger points, where it's very sensitive in this particular area. That sensitivity is what's going to create the trigger point where it definitely is time to let you know that it needs to stretch or we need to get this out through some body work or with some modality tools like the foam roller or the Theragun. And that's all it's simply doing. If you're someone who constantly has all these trigger points, then you definitely would want to start looking into getting some body work done or try to get it out yourself with a foam roller or a Theragun or a lacrosse ball. Now, it is going to take some time. It is very sensitive in this area, so you definitely would want to ease in with caution when trying to get the knots out. But that is with knots here today. If you like this content, go ahead and like, subscribe, share it with someone who has follow for more on this channel.